Hello, hello, Dr. Alan Harper here, your Secure Vibe coder. And we are in for another live Secure Vibe coding session. We're building this app called UserVibesOS.ai. And the purpose of this app is to be an AI enhanced one stop shop for developers to collect vibes from users throughout the user journey lifecycle. And so, whether that user is landing on your funnel, your landing page, your survey, a wait list, email list, or maybe that user's trying to attack you. You probably want to know that as a developer. So we've set up a security monitoring dashboard where we can get alerts, high fidelity alerts, high signal, low noise, and that'll help you pay attention to your users and your site if you have any security issues. Okay, then we've built our killer app here. Our MVP is our feedback module, and that takes feature requests and bug reports, and it uses AI to pull the reason why out of the user. See, it's one thing just to give them a form and say, hey, submit a feature request, right? And they may or may not do a good job at articulating what that feature is. But if you can use AI and go back and forth a couple of times, and you can pull the reason why out of them. Because as a developer, you want to know why they want the feature. You want to know the underlying reasons so that you can nail it, right? You don't want to guess and then miss it, and then they go off to one of your competitors, right? So this is super powerful, guys. This is game-breaking stuff here. So we're using the latest and greatest, and we're vibe coding all of this, right? We are secure vibe coders. So that's what I teach here is secure vibe coding. Now, in order to do that, I use something called the Secure Vibe Coding OS. And this is a tool that I developed and released on GitHub. And if you come out here and check it out, be sure to give me a star. I'm trying to get noticed by GitHub. All right, but the purpose of this is it's a secure starter kit for Next.js. Okay, and it basically has all of this stuff for you, including the security batteries, as I like to call it. The heart of it here, the security batteries are included. Okay, so you get all of this out of the box. You're already like in the 95th percentile in terms of security of systems. And now it's then your job to go ahead and make sure you don't mess that up. And that's what we teach here. Okay. So you get all of this, and it's got all these instructions and everything. So check that out. Link in the description. While you're at it, be sure to like and subscribe, and check me out in that QR code up there or link in the description. And you can join my free mentoring group, providing value in there daily. Hey, 3Ds, good to see you. Check that DM I sent you about Obsidian. And all right, so let's go ahead and get at it. Who else is with me tonight? Drop me a hello. Let me know you're out there. I'd appreciate it. All right, so tonight what we're going to work on is, let's see here. We have, where's it at? Back here. Okay, we have our dashboard, right? And we've been polishing our security monitoring dashboard here. And we've noticed that we have a couple of these alerts that pop in occasionally. These HTTP origin blocked. Okay, so tonight we're going to give this to Claude Code and figure out what's going on here. Okay, and notice that I'm on 3001 here, and I wonder if, I don't know where this is coming from. It could be, let's see here. Here's the allowed origins. You know what could be going on here, guys? I think I know what's going on here. I think what's going on is I've set this up so that the API key has allowed origins on it, so if somebody steals your API key, they can't replay it somewhere else. Okay, that's a security feature we built in. And what I said was, hey, you can come from 3002, which is our test site over here. But I believe that here's my theory. I believe what's going on is over here, my feedback board, which I'll click on that and show you guys how that works. in the feedback board here, we have a demo page. And anytime we hit anything in this demo page or even load it, this is going to come from 3001, not 3002. So what I'm wondering is if that is the problem. It could be. Okay, that could be the problem. So let's see if we got an error just by doing that, by loading that. No. But anyway, I think that's what's going on, because what this is telling me is that the origin is not allowed. In other words, you can't come from here. Well, of course, we know we can't come from there. But I think it's because it's been connecting to itself through that dashboard. So let me just check that. What I'll do is I'm going to screenshot that and send it to Claude Code and see what it thinks. And I'll show you where that's set too, by the way. In our settings, we revealed the allowed host over here, right there. Okay, the allowed origin. So what happens is we're using this API key here that we've assigned it, and it has allowed origins defined in the API key. And if you want to change them, you can click this link right here. It'll go to the APIs page and allow you to change it. Now, this is correct right now, so I don't want to change it. So like if you go out to my uservibesOS.ai and you sign up and put an API key in, you're going to want to put where you're coming from. Okay, it'll take either an IP or a URL. Okay. And yeah, see, I think what's going on, 3Ds, he asked the question here. Yeah, I could add 3001, but I actually want to prove that's what's happening. And if anything, I would probably want to prevent that, because you know, that's more of an annoying bug than anything. Most importantly, I want to make sure it's not happening to you guys. Like when you sign up to the service and you know your widget is phoning home, like I don't want you seeing these in your logs either. So anyway, I'll tread lightly here. I don't want to change too much because it's more of an annoyance at the moment than anything. But now that I grabbed that screenshot, let's just see what Claude Code thinks about it. Okay, so we drop back into Claude Code here, right where we left it last night. Okay, and I'm going to talk to it. Okay, hey, I have a separate issue. I've noticed that occasionally I get this security alert for HTTP host not authorized, and I think it's because my belief is that I have a demo page on my back end in my feedback board, and that's coming from port 3001, which is where my server lives. I also have a test site that's on 3002. So I know it's not coming from there because that's an allowed host. And it even says as much in the error that it came from 3001. So could you validate that that could be happening perhaps from the demo page, and how we could prevent that if that's the case? I'd like for you just to analyze it and come up with a plan for that, a new plan. Yeah. Put this in plan mode and go. Okay. Now, the reason why I tell it to give it a new plan is because I've noticed lately that Anthropic or Claude Code, it will often try to like just keep putting stuff in the same plan, like its previous plan for JWT tokens. And you know, I think they got to refine that a bit, you know. So anyway, hey guys, welcome. I see we're getting a crowd here. Say hello. Tell me where you're from and what you're interested in. Who's out there with me tonight? Yami, are you there? How about Reclaim? Or Regenerate, excuse me. I'll get that right Reorganize. I'm scrolling back through the chats. His name is Reorganize. Possible Scripts, you out there? You guys like to just lurk. Come on out. Will the real humans please stand up? Sometimes I think I got a bunch of bots following me. I wouldn't be surprised. Hey, Yami, I see you. All right, welcome. Okay, guys, we're gonna have a little fun tonight. Let's see what else we got cooking here. What's on the to-do list? What kind of juicy stuff could we get into? Okay. Okay, we fixed this one. I love knocking stuff off. We tested all of our prompt injections. Okay, I got two things going on here. I got the add to admin layer so that we can see security events. Yeah, I think I will tackle this one. This is a nice juicy one. Okay, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show you how we do this. Whoop, I didn't mean to do that. What the heck? Okay, thank God for Control Z. Okay, what I think I'll do is just copy paste this in. Okay, yeah, this thing's fighting me tonight. And so let's work on this, but let's see what this is saying over here first. How should we handle the demo page origin validation? Okay, now it understands the issue. Here's what's happening. Demo page 3001 embeds a widget via iframe. Widget makes a call with public key. API key validation checks if the origin is correct. If the project's allowed origin doesn't include it, the API calls are blocked with that. Before I finalize the plan. Yeah, but see, why isn't it doing it now? See, it's funny. What it's doing here is just saying allow host in the dev. Yeah, skip for the same origin request. Yeah. I like that better. I like number 2. So what it's going to do is if it has the same origin as the server, then it's going to skip it. Because that'll work when we push it up to the cloud. So you guys shouldn't have an issue with it either. Okay, let's go. Let's go. All right. Okay, it's going to cook that plan up. Let's get another one going here. Okay, I want you to add a admin_email environmental variable, and I will put my email address there because I'm the admin of this site. And then what I want you to do is recognize that I'm logged in and give me an admin menu item on the sidebar and I want you to allow me or design it in such a way that my site, which allows developers to get user feedback, will allow me as the site designer and owner to also get user feedback because I want to eat my own dog food. Okay. And then what I want to do is on the site, in the sidebar at the bottom, I want to say, we eat our own dog food, and I want a little dog bowl icon so that when my users click on that, they actually see a feature request board and a bug report board that they can actually give me feedback. And then ultimately, I want to be able to see the results of that in an admin panel that no one else is able to see. So work a comprehensive plan for that and take your time and also evaluate my current skills that are out there around this. Okay. Now, I just realized what I'm going to do is come back to the beginning of this and say advise. That's a new feature we just put in recently. and I put all of this then. Now, what that's going to do then is it's going to go off and read my current skills. So it's priming the pump, and we're going to fill up our context, I'm sure, here, because this is going to be a big ask. But anyway, we're going to make sure that the plan it has all of our current lessons learned and skills in it. That's a good tip, right? So the way we do that is by starting with the advise command here. And what that'll do is that'll go out. You'll see here in a second. It'll go out and refresh itself with how we do business, right? All right, and there we go. Okay, I'm gonna put that in plan mode so it doesn't go off and start writing stuff. Okay, so now we can come back over here, see how this bad boy's going, because we can multitask around here. Okay, doesn't look like it had to do much, which is good. I like that kind of change. Okay. Okay, here's something else I have to do. I have to put the main app URL environmental variable on Convex dashboard. Okay, I can do that. And then I need to modify, interesting. Okay, I need to also modify API keys to bypass. Okay, cool. Okay, let's go. Go for it. Now I got a clean slate over here for my source control. You always want to start with that, right? That way, and what I should do over here is I'll make a branch for this before I go much further so that they don't step on each other. So what I'm going to do is just click here, click new branch, and I will call this admin mode. Okay. And which skills would you like for me to explore in detail before planning? All of them. And look here, it even gives me a choice for recent lessons. This is awesome. But actually, I think I'll just use the auth security and the auth authorization. No, you know what? What the heck? We'll do all of them. Okay. Sweet. Okay. Let's see something here. I'm going to figure out that work tree thing that I was telling you guys about that the AutoClad does. By the way, anybody found any other good automation tools? Like we've been talking about AutoClad and also AutoMaker. Really good tools, really good looking tools. Hey, D the veteran. I'm a veteran as well. Nice to meet you. Hey, we're trying to build, or we are building an app called User Vibes OS. The purpose of this app is to collect vibes from the user throughout the user journey lifecycle. So we serve as an AI enhanced one-stop shop for developers to catch these vibes. So whether those users are coming to the landing page or survey or wait list or email list, or maybe those users are trying to hack you, you as a developer want to know that, right? And so we make that easy for developers to drop a widget into their website and collect these vibes. We've been working on the MVP, which is the feedback module here, which has feature requests and bug reports. And we've got it working pretty well. We've got about a little short than 50 hours in this project, so about a week and a day or two. And but we've spread it out over a month, and we have about 4 months worth of activity here. You can notice all the stuff that we've accomplished, and it's a production grade. It's up in the cloud right now. We deployed it. I'm on my dev environment at the moment, but here's what it looks like on the back end. You can go to uservibesos.ai and you could see the front end and sign up in there. We've disabled the payments at the moment because I just want people to play with it. It's free for now. I'll change that soon. Here's what it looks like on the back end. Okay, we've got a dashboard where you can come in and you can see like all of your security events and everything um, for the last 30 days, 7 days, or 3 months. Okay, and then you also have the ability then to filter and on things that you're interested in from a dashboard point of view. But we also get our feature requests and our bug reports in here too, which is really awesome. Okay. Then we also have a separate security monitoring dashboard where we can get details of these events. Okay. We've been playing around with JWT validation recently. We are secure vibe coders. All right. You can learn vibe coding in a lot of places, but you ain't going to learn it like you're going to learn it here. We do it securely. All right. And, okay. And then here's our killer feature, our feedback module. And the idea is you come in here, you set up a feedback board for each of your websites as a developer. So I've just got 3 of them up here. So here's the first one. You get a feed here where you get your feedback coming in, and we even have it AI enhanced. So when the user fills it out, it goes through a conversation with them. Look at this. Wow. And let's see. Wait a minute. Okay. And then we've got something that we internally call the reorganize mode. The reorganize mode was by one of our viewers here, one of our fans, and he said, why don't you have like a handoff prompt so that like when they ask for a bug report or whatever and you get all this information, wouldn't it be cool if we just copy this prompt and hand it to our AI to fix it? Here's the steps to reproduce it, and we pulled all of this out of the user. How cool is that? So that's what I'm telling you guys, this is production grade. For those people out there that say you can't do production grade and quality apps with AI, they're using the wrong tools. And they're following the wrong people. All right. I'm proving that we can do this. All right. You can even tweak this and then you can confirm it. Okay. And that locks that analysis in. Again, we have the steps to reproduce the bug. And so forth. And we put comments on it that'll go back to the originator. We're going to put an email capability in our tool soon. Okay. I'm going to use a tool. I think it's called Resend. And yeah. And yeah, see that note, veteran. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that this stuff's available. We wrote all of this, by the way, that you see here, and we vibe coded it with AI. Okay, just by speaking to the AI. So just hang out a bit and you'll learn a lot more. So anyway, we have these boards. We have a Kanban board where we can take these features and we can drag them around like a developer does and work from our backlog to doing, to testing, and done. Once they're done, they become candidates for the change log. Okay, this tool will help you make a change log that gets published to your website. Okay, and then we have our comments that come in, and we can even moderate those comments. Like, because sometimes, users say stupid things. And so you want to be able to moderate that so it doesn't get out to the rest of your users. Here's what a demo looks like. Here's what the widget looks like on the developer's end. Okay, pretty slick. And when somebody submits an idea, it walks them through an AI tutorial. We got all that working. And then here's the embed instructions. Okay, for the user, this is how easy it is. We want to be like a 2-minute install. Right, so you just copy these environmental variables into your site. We even give it to them that's masked right here, but if they hit the copy button, it's all proper. They create a token endpoint on their end, which creates a JWT token. This is what it looks like. If you're a vibe coder, you just hand this to your Claude Code or whatever you're using and say, hey, do this. Okay, we have 3 methods that you can install this. You can either do a React widget, an NPM import, or a script tag. All that works. Okay, we've tested all of this, and you have settings over here where you can change the colors, for example. You can make it your own. You can rebrand it, essentially. You can also turn things on and off. Like if you don't want to enable voting, you can just turn it off. Bam, it's gone, just like that. Comments enabled, etc. Widget tabs, you can disable them. You can set the default one. You can drag the order around. All of this, we vibe coded all of this, guys. And here's the security levels, tier 1, tier 2. We're currently in tier 2 mode. That's the JWT token. And we even have a JWT token tester where a developer can create a token on their end and test it. And we've verified all this works. And even it tells you how to test it. Here's like a script that we give them so that they can generate their own token and paste it up in there. I'm telling you guys, competition doesn't know what's coming. Okay, nobody's doing all this stuff. And so eventually what we're going to do is do all of these features, okay? But we're starting off with the ones that I know that are in high demand, and then we'll start working our way around this way, okay? We're going to be that one-stop shop, that irresistible tool for developers. If you're a vibe coder or a straight-up coder, you're going to need this tool. You already need it. You just don't maybe know it yet. All right, so that's what we do. Thanks for asking. Okay. All right, so now we've got to do this. We've got to put this main app URL environmental variable in our Codex dashboard, or excuse me, our Convex dashboard. Okay. And so where's that at? That's over here. Okay, so we have a development environment and a production environment, and we use Convex for our database. Love Convex. Okay, so what we do is we just come in here into settings, go to environmental variables, and we add a new environmental variable, and we call it this, and we put local host. I don't know if we put HTTPS or not. Probably, or HTTP, excuse me, because otherwise it'll probably guess and get it wrong. Okay, so we put that in. Okay, and then let's see what else it was going to tell us to do. Oh, it tells us right here what we should have done. For the production environment, we put this bad boy in. Okay, and yep, we can do that. Well, and yeah, I've got to push that code up, but yeah, we can do that. Okay, and once set, then the demo page will no longer trip that error. Okay, all right, we'll see. If we keep getting it, we'll come back to this and troubleshoot some more. Okay, let's go ahead and do the production while we're at it. Love Convex, guys. Very generous free plan. If you guys love Postgres out there, you need to get over it. I'm telling you right now. Once you've tried Convex, you'll never go back to Postgres. I promise you that. All the guys are using it out there, all the gals and guys. There's this guy called Theo, does a lot of YouTubing and stuff. He's a big developer. He's a vibe coder too, but he switched all his stuff to it. I'm like, what's taking so long? Because it logged me out. Okay, here's a clear gerbil. That's our production instance. Okay, put that in, and then we say HTTPS user vibes os.ai. Bam. Just like that. And once we push that code up, then that should all be working. And in fact, we can do that now. We can go ahead and push that up. I'll just tell it to commit it for us. And I'm on the admin mode branch at the moment. I shouldn't have done that. Hold on one second. Yeah, it's all right. I'll cherry pick it or I'll merge it into main. Okay. That writes a really nice commit message. I'll show you what it looks like. Okay. Here's what it looks like right here. Okay. It's faster than me typing it. Now say Go ahead and switch to main, merge in the admin dash mode branch, push that up to origin, and then switch back here to the admin mode branch. Okay, guys, one feature down. Only took us 30 minutes. Okay, let's see what else we're cooking here. This admin mode thing here. Okay, so here's the plan. It should be done with that plan. Okay, based on your goal of adding the admin layer, blah, 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 blah. Okay, here's the lessons. Yeah. Okay, what? Oh, it's still out trying to read stuff. Come on. I should have been paying attention to it. All right, guys, you having fun out there? Who else joined us? Drop me a hello in the chat here. Make sure that you like and subscribe wherever you're at. Send this to other people that you know are vibe coders or want to be vibe coders. We are secure vibe coders. You can learn about me in the QR code up here, or link in the description. I've been doing cybersecurity for 36 years, well before most of you were born. Okay, and I've done all types of cybersecurity. I'm the lead author of Gray Hat Hacking, the Ethical Hacker's Handbook, one of the most popular books in the field, evident by the fact that it's in 6th edition. Okay, so you can just Google me up. You'll find out all kinds of stuff about me. I've been around for a long time. Now what I'm doing is helping the next generation, that's you guys, do this stuff securely. And we're using AI to do it. First time, obviously, ever that it's been possible for me to transfer all this knowledge easily to you guys, right? And before, we'd have to do it like in a college classroom. Forget all that. And yeah, cool. Now, this is your new college classroom. How about that? I do worry about the future of higher ed, and that comes from somebody who has a PhD, okay? Like, I don't advise people to do that anymore, honestly. Like, yeah, I get it. Like, if it's a life goal or something, and it was for me, then yeah, go for it. But I'm just telling you, like, increasingly, that ain't gonna matter anymore. It's about who's got the hands-on skills, who has the agentic AI skills, and they're gonna rule the world, okay? Think about it. These jobs are evaporating as we speak, and they're going to AI. They're going to the people who are creating the AI tools, okay? So if you want to, up your status in life and reach the next level, be it financial or just lifestyle or whatever you're looking for, AI is the way to do it, okay? I'm telling you guys, I've made millions of dollars in my life, many businesses, most failed, but a few did spectacularly. And I could tell you that it's never been a better time to be in business than today, okay? You can be a one-man or one-woman business out there, and you can figure all this out. You don't need to be hiring people. I would not advise that you hire anyone these days, okay? If you look at all the stuff that I do, you can see how I do it is through AI, okay? I don't have a single employee, just me. Me and an army of AI bots, and I also have one assistant that helps me in my school group. More of like an intern. But that's it. That's all it takes, guys. That's all it takes. So you guys can do this. What's really hot right now is personal AI assistants. Hold on a second. Eat your own dog food. How would you like to create this system work? Should it use your existing feature requests? Yeah, duh. There should be completely separate. Yeah, I want to use, now look, it's trying to create a special project that you own. Yeah, okay. I'll buy that. User submit via same widget. You see the feedback in your normal dashboard. Okay, separate admins only table. Okay, hold on a second. Yeah, I want to separate it. I want to separate everything. I don't know. Hold on a second. Let's double the tables, double the work to maintain. Create your special user vibes project that you own. Yeah. Users submit via same widget. Yeah, okay, let's keep it the same. Recommended. Okay. For the admin detection, email only. Yeah, that'll work. Eventually, see, I could put an email list in, but we can change that later. You can also do role-based in Clerk, but I'm going to do it email only for right now. Okay, security events and site feedback. Yep. It's reading my mind, so I know we're going to get something good here. Okay, modal. Okay, for the we eat our own dog food sidebar menu, should clicking it open up our modal drawer or navigate to a separate page? Yeah, I like the modal drawer method. Okay, let's let that cook. So what I was saying is, what's really hot right now, guys? Like, if you really want to get out here and like build in public yourself and build your own business, 3Ds, I'm looking at you. Start building out a personal AI system. Like you can use Obsidian to track in docs like your whole life, like a diary, right? You can even use these special plugins to, like, they're called task notes, that like you can have your own Kanban board. I was playing with a video or watching a video of that earlier today, a guy doing that. And you can use Claude Code to control your Obsidian, and you could tell it like to check your email and put those events into your your follow-up events that you need to do, like within your task board. And then you can, later on the day, you can say, okay, what's overdue? And you just type that into Claude Code, and it'll go out through an MCP and pull up that Obsidian vault, and it manages all for you. I'm telling you guys, like, start thinking about the things you do throughout the day and start thinking AI first. Okay, I do this every day. Like, if I get a new task, my first thought is, how can I get Claude Code to do this? And I'm surprised how much stuff I can automate with Claude Code. So I'm building out my own personal system, and when I get it working well, then I'll share that. But there's nothing stopping you guys from doing the same thing. Okay, I recommend that you use Claude Skills for that. And get out here and build in public, guys. Build an audience. It won't be long before that audience then wants more from you. Okay, and then that's how you build a business. Okay, money follows attention. And so the worst thing you could do is build something and not have an audience, because that's tough sledding. I've done that. I've spent a couple years ago, I built this app. I thought it was the best thing since sliced bread. It was called seclude.me. I still own the domain. And the idea was that you could put just a little bit of information about yourself, like your name, your birth date, and like the city that you live in. And it would like go out and comb the internet and find all your data and then help you delete it. There's these things called data brokers, and data brokers, especially in the US, are obligated by law to remove your data if you request it. Most people don't know that. European Union has the same thing, the GDPR going on. Okay, so I wrote an API based tool that would go out and do all of that. And it was working sweet. And I spent a year developing it, and then I spent another year trying to promote it, and about $35,000 trying to promote it with paid ads and stuff. No one cared, man. All I got was a bunch of angry people mad at me for sending them ads. And at the end of like 2 years there, I just pulled the plug, and I was so disgusted. I deleted the code off online. Like, I just yanked it down. Don't make that mistake. I share that failure with you because I want you to not make that mistake. Build in public, or rent somebody else's audience. Go find you an influencer and build it for them. Okay, that's the path to riches. Okay, I did that recently with one app. I found an influencer who had a problem. I solved that problem. That influencer paid me $200,000 for that app. That was last year. This year, they want to make major changes to it, and it's going to cost them double. That's another $400K. Okay, I'm not telling you that to brag. Okay, trust me. Like, those of you who know me, No, I don't need to brag. Right? I've been there, done that. I'm getting to be a gray-haired man now. I don't need to brag. Okay. I want to inspire you guys to do the same thing. It's all possible, guys. By the way, I do this stuff at night and on the weekends because I have a day job that I enjoy very much. Okay. So, like, guys, you could do this too. Okay. You can do this too. There's nothing holding you back. You have more energy than I have. I promise you, if you're younger than I am. You guys can pull a couple of all-nighters. You can code this thing up. I can't do that anymore. I'll pay for it for like a week. Okay. But I want you guys to be successful. I want to pass as much as I can to you. And what I found, a marvelous way to do that is through Claude Skills. Okay, so look, here's the plan. Here's the whole thing. Okay, sweet. Let's let it go ahead and do its thing, man. We're vibing. We're vibing. Let's see what it comes up with. Okay, we got a clean slate over here. Okay, I'm going to publish the branch so that the branch is up on the origin. We can't screw anything up. Like if this all goes south, I just delete the branch. Okay, like that's the safe way to do all this. Okay, sweet. It's telling us to put that admin email address in, and when it's done, believe me, it'll come back. It reminds us to do that. But anyway, yeah, that personal AI thing is, think about it. Everybody on the planet's going to need one of them, and they don't know it yet. But maybe not this year, but next year, I think everybody's going to wake up to, like, because there'll be a lot of people who run around with these personal AI agents, and they'll be like, how'd you do that? How'd you do the work of 10 people or 100 people? Because I have a personal AI agent. Mine is called Kai. Okay, I borrowed that off a guy named Daniel Messler, who's fabulous. Big props to him. He's a former, or I guess current cyber guy as well. Daniel Meisler, Miessler. Check him out online. He's got a system called Personal AI, PAI, and he calls his Kai, and I like that, so I call mine Kai as well. Except mine's a female, his is a male. But you can put a voice on it from 11 Labs. You could talk to it. It talks back to you. Okay. So you say, Kai, go check my schedule and tell me what I've got going on today. Go do that. If you've set up all the MCPs and everything, it has access to your calendar, whether it be Google or Apple Calendar or Outlook or whatever. All that stuff's possible these days. So what I was saying was I find it easy now for me to pass my knowledge to you guys through these videos, but also through skills that I'm building out. And I'm going to keep building those skills out. And then I make those available to you guys. Now you get to borrow my brains, right? So now the trick there is, like, I'm not writing all those skills. I'm orchestrating Claude to do it. You see the meta in that? Like, it's like that movie Inception, right? Like, it's recursive. And I have this theory that free time compounds like money. Einstein said that compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world, right? And I believe that free time also compounds if you use it wisely. So what I believe is the key is to relentlessly automate with AI. So if you could get an hour back, if I could help you get an hour back during your day, what would you use it for? Would you doom scroll more? Or would you actually use that hour to automate something else, the next step? And then now you get another 15 minutes back or another half hour. And then how are you going to use that time each day? Automate the next thing. And in that manner, it compounds over time. And then you use all that free time when you're done, like however you want. Go surfing, whatever. I know 3D's got all the great white sharks down there where he's at. I wouldn't recommend surfing there. But like, hey, maybe you want to go help people around the world. You want to help missionaries. You want to help your family. You want to do whatever. You want to take trips. You want to have time freedom so that you can have family freedom and location freedom and all those cool things. Automate your way there, guys. You can do that. And then if you help other people do it, they will pay you for it. In fact, they will throw money at you. Okay, I'm here to tell you. Okay, I'm turning work away, guys. Like, I'm busy. Like I said, I have a full-time day job. Okay, I'm executive at a large company, and I enjoy that. Okay, um, but I don't need it anymore. Okay, because I got this other stuff going on. But what I'm trying to do is now I'm trying to throw it into overdrive and code while I'm sleeping. And there's a bunch of tools that I'm playing with, like AutoCloud, Automaker, and I'll probably end up maybe even eventually forking one of those and doing my own thing. But like, I want to be able to like sleep and let this stuff that we're looking at on our screen right here. I want to set that up before I go to bed and just go to bed and let it do it all and test it all. And when I show up in the morning, it just works. Okay, that's a major unlock. There used to be this book I read when I was a child called Lucid Dreaming by David Lifton. I'll never forget it. It was this concept that, that there are these people called lucid dreamers, and what they do is they've trained themselves to be alert and aware when they're dreaming that they are dreaming. And once they become aware of that, then they can solve problems. And here's the key: they can bring it back to the awakened state. Just Google it up. Ask AI these days how you can become a lucid dreamer. So there's these techniques, like before you go to sleep, you say certain things to yourself. I'm dreaming, I'm about to dream, or like, and you recite these things. Next thing you know, you start dreaming, and then you recognize, hey, I'm dreaming, and then you could test it by flying and stuff like that. But then once you know that you're dreaming, then you can say, okay, what was that thing that Dr. Harper was talking about? Let me do some research on that. And you can like pull up the internet in your brain, and you can research some things, and then you can bring that knowledge back. Okay, so anyway, my point in telling you that is, I think there's going to be this thing called lucid vibe coding, where we vibe code while we're sleeping. I don't know what's going on here. It does this every once in a while. Okay, yeah. Like the terminal goes wonky. Man, I'm telling you, I use anti-gravity. They're starting to get on my nerves. They're starting to act like these other ones. Well, they're all forks of Visual Code, but I need to probably just go back to Visual Code, because you guys have seen, like, I never mess with any of these bells and whistles up here, like all this browser stuff, because all that stuff is driven by Gemini or an API key with Anthropic, and I ain't trying to do that because that's expensive. I use a subscription, slash my cost. Okay, it says it's done. Let's see what we got, guys. Man, it's been a productive night. If this actually works, or even half works, we'll finish it up tomorrow. Okay, what do we got here? All right, it said it created these files. Okay, to complete the setup, I put this right here in my what do you call it? My EMV file. I restart my dev server and I log in. Okay, I should see an admin menu item on the sidebar with the "We Eat Our Own Dog Food" button at the sidebar bottom. Okay, click the dog food button to create a feedback project, first time only. Okay, interesting. And then visit this dashboard admin to see the security events and the site feedback. Okay, that's what we told it to do. It's game time, guys. Let's see what we got. I would not be surprised at all if it's got some issues. That was a big ask. Okay, all right, let's see what we got here. I like how it calls it dog food modal. Yeah, man, we eat our own dog food. Okay. I must have put this in before or something. Let's see. Oh, okay, no, there's nothing there. Just put the placeholder for me. Okay. Now you got my email address. That's cool. I can block you if you get crazy. All right. Okay. Cool. Restart the dev server. Okay. So that should be all we have to do. Here's the Convex server. Ugh, I don't like that. Okay, maybe that was because, I hadn't restarted the server yet, but now it looks like it's good. Just for good measure, I'm going to restart that puppy. This is our Convex server. It's just a local server that runs for the dev environment. This reload all the functions. Okay, cool. All right. I'm a little nervous. Let's check it out. This will either be really cool or it'll be really bad. Let me just refresh and see if it comes in. If we're lucky, I doubt it. You're probably going to log out like it said to, because it's going to pick up that context. But I just want to see. I'm curious. Okay, we got our We Eat Our Own Dog Food button down here with the dog food bowl. You guys see that? Let me zoom in. All right. Hey, we got to have some fun here. Okay, let's see what we got here. Let me log out and log back in. Okay. Man, no way this works first time. Okay, I still think I have to now follow this instruction like it told me to go ahead and click here the first time. But I'm not seeing like the special panel. Maybe it's only for me in here. Okay, share your feedback. The feedback system's not available yet. Please check back later. Okay, hold on a second. Screenshot this bad boy. I think it's missing some instructions. Like I should have done something else. Okay, look here. User's not authenticated. Please sign in. That's weird. Okay. Focus. What was all? Oh, okay, this was still merging in the stuff from main. Yeah, I thought it would have already done that. That's cool though. Okay. I logged in. Admin menu in the sidebar. And at the bottom, click the dog food button to create the feedback project the first time only. I wonder if I just click it again, what happens? Nope. Not so lucky. Okay. Here we go. Okay, we got this screenshot here. I got my We Eat Our Own Dog Food menu item, but I don't see the admin panel in the sidebar menu. I did log out and log back in, and when I click on it, I get this message. So did you skip some steps that I'm supposed to do? Like, how do I set up this board? I don't know when this error come. I wonder if it's when I logged out, but I'm just gonna leave that for a moment. See if there's any errors up here. No. Okay, it's all good. Okay, so we merged those previous stuff into main, so that one's good. I could close that out if I wanted to. We gotta remember to do our retrospective here. Okay, but hold on a second. It says I see an issue. Oh, that needs to be set in the convex database or backend, not the local, not just the local, it says, which is for Next.js. Okay, all right, I can do that. In fact, I was already over there. Let's see, let's go back into here. Oh, I've already added that. Okay, I already have that in my I actually don't know how that got there unless it pushed it there. Claude Code could have pushed it there. Or excuse me, Convex could have pushed it there because I'm running my dev server. That's weird. All right, so it's already there. Okay, I already have that environmental file up in Convex. Yeah, Carmel guy, that's correct. I am looking to build a army or team of secure vibe coders. The way that'll work is you guys follow me. If you want to speed things up, join my free mentoring group and then get inside my secure vibe coding masterclass in there. You can move faster that way. You know that'll be faster than watching all of these videos. But nonetheless, you get the skills and then you start building your own apps. Whether you get me to help you or not, you prove to me that you can make $1,000 a month in an app that you vibe coded and that it's secure. And I'll need to check it out. And if that's the case, then I'll add you to the army and we'll start taking down work that I'm turning away. Okay. Yep, that's the offer. I'm going to formalize that up more as we go. I'll get like a web page or something that talks about that. Okay, so right here it's saying go to the dashboard and look for logs. I don't have to do that. I've got the logs here. You have Convex at the command line. You can pull those logs yourself. But just to be nice, I will go ahead and do this just to speed things up. Yeah, see, it's pulling the logs right there, but it's not having success because it's pulling production. You might be pulling production. I'm on development. Says the match was true. See? Combobulating, it says. It always comes up with this stuff. But you know what? You pay for that. That's tokens that you're burning when it comes up with little cute things like that. Maybe it's worth it, though. Maybe it lightens our load while we're sitting here waiting for this thing. We do a lot of waiting as vibe coders. That's what these other tools like AutoCloud and Automaker keep you from waiting. You can set all that up and go to sleep. Okay? Yeah. We will get there. Trust me. Because I am a relentless automator if I am nothing else. And that'll be a huge unlock because that'll let me like get 8 more hours of productivity in a day. Now, the problem with that is that I'm going to run into my Claude token limits, but I'm going to have to buy another license, which is fine. They're $200 each. But at the level I work, I have 4 or 5 projects I'm always working on. Like, that's worth it for me. You probably aren't there. You know, a couple of you are, I know. But you can probably get by with a $50 or $30 a month plan with Cloud Code. But then if you're serious, you're going to have to step up and do the $200 plan eventually. But I wouldn't do that out of the gate unless you actually need it. If you use one of the cheaper plans, it just means you maybe work a couple hours a day and you're done. Like you get maxed out and you have to come back tomorrow. If you want to work all day on it, yeah, that ain't going to do it. And by the way, people try to use lesser models. I don't recommend that. You're going to pay for it one way or the other with your time or your money. And you've heard me say many times, your time is far more valuable than your money. Infinitely more valuable. And I'll prove it to you. Okay? I'll prove it to you. If you had a critical illness and the doctor said, unfortunately, you're going to die unless you get this shot or this cure. We have a treatment, we can cure it, but it costs $1 million. And you happen to have $1 million in the bank. Would you spend it? Of course you would, right? And by the same token, the reality is that that's just an example, because the reality is we can't buy one more second on this planet. But what we can do is we can buy back the time we've been given. And I'm all about that. Okay, here we go. The environmental variable is set on your development environment. Since the logs show the match, just do a hard refresh. I don't know about that. I always am skeptical when it just tells me to do a hard reset, but we'll see. Stranger things have happened. Okay, so I also see down here it's logging it. Let me right click here, say can empty the cache, hard reset. Where is my admin menu? Oh, wait a minute, I just saw something flash here. It might have been there all along and I just missed it. It's right here. Okay, all right, sweet. There's my security dashboard showing me all the stuff that I was seeing before. It looks a little different. I would like it to look the exact same. I'll tell it to do that later. Okay, but that's just the admin dashboard. That's just the security monitoring. Where's my feedback board? Oh, it's right here. Okay, here we go. No feedback project created yet. Click we eat our own dog food in the sidebar menu to set it up. Okay. Oh, look what I got this time. Sweet. As an admin, you can create it to start collecting feedback. Okay, I'm going to create it. Okay, there it is. I'll be darned. Okay. I think it's all working. The widget is kind of compressed, but wow. Okay, hold on a second. Yeah, I'm digging that. We can work with that, guys. We will improve on this tomorrow. Now, what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to do a retrospective. I've got 4 bits of before auto compress. I'm going to do this command called retrospective. You won't find this in your Claude code. You're going to have to get it off my secure vibe coding OS. Link in the description. Free. Retrospective command. And now it's going to summarize everything that we've learned here. It's going to write a new Claude skill with a lessons learned memory for that. Okay. And if we're a little lucky, we're going to get a lot of that into this context before it compresses. So this little back and forward that I had to go through, like refreshing and all that stuff, like it's going to put all that in the lessons learned. So I never have to do that again. Okay, here we go. You have uncommitted changes. Hold on. That's going to waste tokens. And look, I'm at 1%. Just like that. Yeah, let's go ahead and check these in. Admin mode. Okay. I'm afraid it's going to go ahead and compact. That's okay. You know, it's the price we pay for all this magic is we have to auto compact. And the reason why I'm even talking about it like that is because when it auto compacts, you lose something, right? It just stands to reason that, you know, if you're going to summarize something, then that's a lossy process, we call it. Okay. You lose something when you summarize, like this compacting. I really hope they get a better way to do that. Wouldn't it be slick if somebody told them about this little trick with Claude Skills and Memory 3Ds and they actually implemented that? Wouldn't hurt my feelings. I mean, heck, I'm just using their system. I'm sure they probably internally already do this. It'd be sweet if they just made it a feature that it automatically like compacted to a skill, right? Like that would be cool. I'd turn that on. In fact, there's a feedback or there's a feature request thing. Maybe I'll just do that and tell them, why don't you guys use like a skill to compact to so that then we get all the benefit of that knowledge. Old man still got some ideas. Okay. Yep, it compacted. All right. Okay, it's going to follow the retrospective workflow now. It's going to create this one called Lessons Learned, Convex Admin, Environmental Variables. Now, if you notice, that was the only thing that it got wrong, and that's why it's writing a retrospective on it. That's pretty cool. Like, it didn't tell us to put that environmental file or variable up into the convex. And honestly, I don't know how it got there. Now, I mean, I know how it could have got there is because like convex has that environmental command, and I think something got pushed to it. I didn't do it, but I don't know. That's why we're vibe coding. Like, I don't care about those details exactly. Okay. All right, it's asking us, do we want to write that? Yeah, I thought I told you to write it. Okay, so there's our skill. Man, if we just could have got that in just a little bit more before the compacting. But anyway, it probably would have been a little better. But here's what it looks like. Let's see. Let's reveal it in Explorer View. Let's see. I think the easiest way to do this is just double click on it and then go to Preview. Okay, let's review this real quick and then we'll be done. Okay, so make sure that you put this in. You put this dot local variable, but right here are only available to this, but they're not available to convex functions. So the problem is this, blah, blah, blah. The solution is this. See, and I think it did that under the hood. Okay, verification, blah, blah, blah. Okay, failed approaches. Okay, adding it to the environmental only didn't work. Okay, so here's the working configuration. See, all this stuff goes into your retrospective. It's like your debrief or your lesson learned. And then this goes into a skill file in the skills lesson folder. And that way, every time I'm going forward, it's automatically invoking those skills. Because at the top, now there's one thing I don't like here is where's my YAML section? There's no YAML at the top. So that's not actually a valid skills file because it's missing the YAML stuff up here. Let me tell it to do that. You got to keep an eye on that. It is AI. It's not deterministic. So it's not 100%. It doesn't always follow the steps. And I'm glad I caught that. All right. So what I'll do now is tell it that skill does not have a YAML file in it. It does not follow all of the formatting that was in the command for retrospective. I need you to go back and evaluate that command and then redo that file. I meant to say YAML section. YAML is just the text at the top of the skills file that kind of tells it that it's a skills file. And if it doesn't have that, it can't get progressively disclosed into memory. So 3Ds, I know you're using these. Make sure that all your skills, that when you scan them, that it has a YAML file at the top. And let's go look at the ones we already have created now. We've got a half dozen. In the skills folder, right here, under the lessons folder, look at all these we've just created over the last couple days of playing around with this thing. Here's the new one, but I want to go look at the old one. See, yeah, this is the YAML section up here. See this text? It's like, it's got a tag. This is called a key and value. Okay. And then it's got all these keywords and stuff in it. You need that for that to be a valid skill. Okay. So it just updated this one and it put the triggers in it. Okay. That's even better. Okay, it's going to update this one here in a second, and it's probably going to go fix all of them. It knew I was in that file because I was clicking in it, and so that's the one that it updated. But now it's going to go ahead and do this one. Okay. And you'll see here at the top, what it's going to do is it put that YAML section in. I'm certain of it. And I'm sure somewhere here it apologized to me. Let's find the apology. Oh, it didn't apologize. Hey, they've been criticized for always saying, yeah, you're absolutely right. I'm sorry, or something like that. So it looks like they toned that down. That's cool. I don't always apologize to it either. So the feeling's mutual. Okay, so now it's going to update this other one. Okay. All right. So it's updated those. Now, see, now this is the YAML section at the top. That's what you want. Let's see what else it's going to do. It's probably going to do the other ones too. Oh, it's still updating it. Here, just make all those updates, man. Okay, guys, we are good. I'm going to literally check this into GitHub, and I'm going to let everybody go here. Good timing tonight. Look, we made 2 major features, guys. 2 in 1 hour. That's vibe coding, guys. Those who tell you it can't be done, tell them to tune in. We're turning people into believers, one developer at a time. And ultimately, we want to do it securely. That's the main thing, right? And so, again, if you're new to me, join my free mentoring group. I have about 8,000 people, just short of that, 7,800 in there. Okay. And they're working toward their AI and cyber goals. Okay. And inside of there, you also find access to free training. I have a 30-day challenge that you can work. You'll learn a tremendous amount. You learn about vibe coding. It'll make you work through some stuff and some free sites and training. And then if you want more, then you can access my secure vibe coding masterclass. And with that, you get more access to me. I meet with those teams weekly. You'll get a 1-hour call with me. I normally charge $500 an hour when I'm consulting. So you get that for free. Okay. So because I want to get to know you, I want to see how I can come alongside you and help you develop your project and reach your goals. I learned a long time ago, you help enough people reach their goals, they'll help you reach yours. Okay. So that's what it's all about. I'm in this give back mode of my life. I'm giving it all away. Okay. But my time is very precious. So if you want to meet with me besides that hour, then you got to join one of my mentoring groups. And like I said, all that's in the group there. You'll find out about it. All right, guys. Sweet. All right. Well, look, let me go ahead and make sure that we commit this. It's asking, do you want to commit the lesson file? Yes. Okay. We'll push that up, get it clean. It already did it. Okay. And we'll go ahead and sync that. It's actually to this branch. So now what we're going to need to do is get that over on main. And it didn't read my mind. Switch to main, merge from this branch, and then push to origin, and then you can delete this branch. And we will play with this tomorrow some more and make sure it's all working well in terms of, like, we'll put a ticket in and all that stuff. All right. Hey, guys, I love you. Thanks for joining, and I will see you tomorrow night, same time, 8 o'clock Eastern. That's New York time. And until then, be safe out there. Goodbye.